Final Dreadnought Round 1. Hey guys, it's August here. And today we're heading into the final section of Freedom Planet. So this is basically like the Wilies levels of this game. We have to go through 4 different stages, fighting a bunch of enemies, a bunch of bosses, and doing some really difficult platforming. This is by far the hardest part of the game, especially the bosses. Like the last 3 bosses of this game are really rough. Ah! Out of the way, lasers! God damn it. Okay, we made that somehow. And yeah, just be a bit careful in these levels, I would say. I'm kind of rushing through them because everything here is trying to kill you. But it's usually a good idea just to play this safe. Because I'm about to die. Help? Please? None yet. Luckily, as usual, this game is pretty generous with this checkpoint, so even if we die, it shouldn't be too bad. Ah, here's health, good. And our bike too. Oh, there he is. Just you wait, Brevon, we're coming for you. Okay, I lost my bike and I'm about to die, I think. Come on, Carol, you can make it! Oh yeah, good job. I have no idea how I got through there. So how are you guys going anyway? I'm pretty good. This is the first Freedom Planet episode I'm recording since getting back from my holiday. And I had a pretty good time. I'll talk a bit about that later on in a part that's less crazy than this. But because this is my first episode since I'm back as well, I might be a little bit rusty. We shall see how it goes. So far we're going okay, haven't had any deaths. Expect a lot of deaths in this game. Well, in this level. Although I suppose the game is also an accurate thing to say. This part you have to watch out for these air ducts, which are pushing you down. Luckily it's Carol, you can just bounce to the wall and get past them. Come on. Some parts of them also have grabbable things you can grab onto to get across. Like this. And yeah, this is much easier as Carol than it is as Lilac, because as Lilac you can't have to boost across and plane your jumps a lot more carefully than you can with Carol. Oh shit. Wait for that. Jump across. I'm dead, okay. Where is it going to put us? Curse you, Brevon! And I got hit in the cutscene. Wow, thanks game. What a nice checkpoint. Those things are really weird. Okay, so we're just here. Let's go back up here. Screw you. And of course, that time we get past him without getting hit. Because that is always the way it is. Although these levels are fairly challenging, from what I remember, they're pretty short. Ow. So they shouldn't take too long to get through. What I'd like to do for this episode is to get through the first 2 of them. And the first 2 bosses you fight aren't too difficult from what I remember. Although they are still fairly challenging. But yeah, the later ones can get really, really rough, so we'll see how those go. I might even be able to beat the game today, so that could be cool. And the first boss is right here. Let's grab our bike. And get through here. This part's a little bit annoying. Lasers! Okay, we're good. And our first boss is Syntax. Now, this is a very interesting boss because Syntax goes through a bunch of different forms. The first 2 aren't that bad. She just fires up and down, and then she does this train thing, where she fires in a pattern like that. And yeah, it's a little bit annoying. And I'm taking a lot of damage here. Come on! Alright, second form. In this one, she goes through this. Bounce along, easy enough. And then she cycles back through the other ones. And then the next one will add another form in, and then add one more form in. This one's not too bad, you can just jump over it with the bike. Easy enough. Although if you don't have the bike, it can be a little bit challenging. And I might actually lose the bike in a second. Come on. Oh, she skipped one, okay. I guess she doesn't go through the train and the one on the ground in this sequence. Okay, play this safe. Unlike some other bosses, Syntax doesn't drop any health for you. Alright, now this time she is doing this thing. It's... yeah. Okay, so much for the first boss being easy. Oh, come on! Well... Okay, we're back here. See if I can do this? Nope. Shit. Okay. There we go. Boss 1 is down. And Syntax is gone. Ew. Well, that's a preview of stages to come, I suppose. Final Dreadnought Round 2. Let's do this. So we made it through the Hangar of Brevon ship, and now we're into the sciencey section, it looks like. And this part's not too bad. In fact, the music's really chill. Like, oh yeah. Is this what Brevon plays on his ship so everyone keeps chill and cool and ready for action? Maybe. Well, the mechanic of this section is just like the thermal base. We have to get keys, and there are some keys right over there. Once we get the keys, we can put them in the consoles and progress in level. Nothing too difficult. And I guess I'll use this opportunity to talk about my trip because not much else is going to go on here. But I had a really good trip. I stayed with my sister when I went up there on the 23rd. And we had Christmas at her place, and it was really fun. They made some really delicious food. There was, some great desserts. Like, they had some trifle, which I love. They also had these things called profiteroles or whatever. They were really good. They had some pavlova too, but I'm not really a pavlova person myself, so my brother-in-law ate all those. And for Christmas, I got about $400 and a dressing gown. Yeah, kind of weird. I don't actually use dressing gowns, and funnily enough, the guy who gave it to me was my granddad, and the reason he gave it to me was because he got it as a gift and didn't want it himself, so yeah. I ended up just giving it to my uncle because it was a sports one, it was his sports team, so kind of fit. Yeah, that was really fun. I also spent the time playing a lot of Final Fantasy VIII, which I am very happy to announce I have now beaten. And Final Fantasy VIII is a pretty good game. It's one of those ones that I think, if they kind of worked on some of the mechanics a bit more, it could have been really, really good. Like, for example, the drawing system, I think, is neat in concept, but the execution's kind of bad. And that's kind of how I feel about a lot of the different mechanics in the game. Go away. Ah, ship. Get back here, you ship. Oh, these guys respawn. That's kind of stupid. Why is he hiding? Get over here, I need to slice you. I can't reach you with Carol. You're too high. Okay, there we go. Grab the key and run away. Like, yeah, Final Fantasy VIII I think is pretty cool. It just could have been better with a bit more changes, I suppose. What else did I do when I was up there? Oh yeah, I bought Xenoblade Chronicles X, which I'm playing through at the moment. And that's pretty good too, but it's like Final Fantasy VIII, there are a couple of things about it which I don't really like. Things that could have improved on, I guess. Like, the game has a big emphasis on using multiple party members, but there isn't an easy way to get them in your party. You kind of have to just go around and find them on the world map, which is kind of time consuming. Having an actual party screen would have made that a lot easier, but they didn't do that, so have to use what we got. Okay. I'm about to die here. Let's take care of this thing so it doesn't bug me. And then jump over there. Oh shit. Is there anything else here trying to kill me? Okay, we're good. So this section is a bit of a puzzle. You have to knock these switches to move stuff around. They're invincible? Yes, Brevon, I'm sorry I cut you off. Okay, so now we have a water section here. This part is actually pretty tough. Just run through here as quickly as you can. And I believe there is a crystal you can use up here, which will give you infinite oxygen. But yeah, don't be surprised if you're playing this and you die. I've died quite a lot here myself. Oh, Myla. Thank you. Yeah, even if you get to that point and die, the game will just respawn you right here, which is nice. So now we have some more puzzle sections here, and you have to keep our shield or we'll have no oxygen, so be a bit careful about that. Let's see if we can get through this. It is possible to lose your shield and still do this, but it becomes a lot more difficult. And we're back to these lasers, so joy. See if I can do this. We know how finicky these lasers are. Ah! Okay, my shield's gone. Grab the key and get out of here. We have to get to the door before that time limit runs out. And I know we can do it. We wouldn't have got this far if stuff like having no oxygen would slow us down. And there we go, cool. I'm actually happy I got through that without dying. So this is kind of a similar thing. We have to get through this part without losing our shield or it becomes a lot more difficult. And everything here is trying to kill us, so watch out. Ah, slow running. Oh, let's do this. Let's stay away from that guy down there because screw that. This part's a bit more tricky because they actually do this, so you have to move out of the way. But once again, even if you lose your shield, you can still get to the top here without dying. It just becomes a lot more tricky. Luckily, Milo's on the way to give us more shields. Come on. Let's grab that. Let's try this way instead. Oh, come on. There we go, good. Ah, secrets, nice. Don't hurt me, sir, because I need to get up here. I have to defeat your master, please let me do it. Alright, and I think this might be the last one. Ah! Okay. Okay, well that's fine because the exit's right up here. And the game is also nice enough to give us some lives, which is nice. Get back here. And we have Serpentine. Oh no. Oh shit. Next boss. This guy is actually really hard. Let's just stand in here for a bit. Where is he? Luckily you can do this with Carol. You can't do it as Lilac because she doesn't have a wall climb ability. But this guy, yeah, he is no joke. All his attacks hit for a lot of damage. His attacks hit in big areas. And he is very tough. So, I'm going to do the somewhat cheap strategy and just hang up here. Okay. Luckily, the death plane is way down there. But this is by far the best way to do this as Carol. Just hug the wall, wait for your chance to go in. If he's doing anything super evil, stay away from him. And you should be good. Now, funnily enough, I thought this guy was actually the boss of the third area of the Final Dreadnought. So we're getting pretty tough bosses earlier than I thought. But so far we're doing this okay. I believe we have to hit him 5 times. Or get through 5 of his stages, I suppose, is the better way to say it. So now we're on the 4th one. Come on. Serpentine, get over here. Let me smash you. And we can take a couple more hits. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh, there we go. It took 4. Serpentine is down. I am really happy to beat that on my first try. Holy shit. I swear on my first time through this game, that took me probably 10 to 15 tries to beat him, so I'm really glad. Yeah, Serpentine is down. That is awesome. Hey! Oh, yeah, sweet.